Yeah, Will Wheaton
I have to
had
get
called
rid of
me
this.
yesterday. Dave, Will Wheaton called and said, I'm doing a great job with my Saurion. Exactly what he had imagined.
Did
He
you
also
say?
said that he envisioned Saurions with tails, like I had originally said.
Oh,
So
did he?
sorry, man, you're screwed.
They can have whatever you want.
I know, man. Yeah, me and Will are like this. I'm on top.
Wow. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Okay. So we'll. Oh, who's got their table-topping T-shirt on today?
I've got one. Does that count?
Mine's in the wash.
Nope.
I don't ever wash mine.
Oh, wait, I could put it on real quick.
I haven't washed mine because Dave
Nope.
touched it when he put it in the bag to send it to me.
I've got mine
No,
on,
he
Dave.
didn't.
I was just joking.
Came right from Teespring.
I can still smell the beard.
Calling bullshit on that one, Glitter. Lester, I'm going to give you a bonus today for having a table-topping T-shirt on.
Oh, you guys suck!
Let me give you a bonus today. Nope. Wormfood, I'm going to let you re-roll any roll you want to today. That's sort of like a...
Holy shit, man, that's not a bonus. That is an OP game breaker.
Yeah. So I'll let you have
bitches are
one roll. One roll for having your table-topping T-shirt on today. I know, Grim, you had yours on last week.
I did. I told you it's in the wash right now.
Well,
I didn't want to wear dirty
Takes
T-shirts.
them a week. Dave, I have 3 other table-topping T-shirts. Can I just put them on between each thing?
I
and get
should have
extra
gotten more
rolls?
than one.
I have
yeah.
one of every color. pretty sad, but I have one of every color.
I wish
They're-
they had clear, Dave.
Oh
Ooh.
no.
That would be so excellent.
No worm food.
Yeah, but we could
No.
see your man nipples, though. I mean, that would.
Yeah.
Are they like
they're
pepperonis
giant.
or are they like
They are.
salamis?
Like humongous quarters.
Oh my god.
And then I have an extra nipple, Dave, because I overachieve at everything I do, even being born.
Where is this third nipple located? Is it kind of in between the other two?
It's under my right nipple and then a little to the left. And then it's got a couple
I thought he
pubes
was
poking
going
out
to
of it.
say it's under his right nut.
Should I show you? I mean, I'm not joking. Should I show you?
No.
Alright, I don't want you to get.
I don't want to get banned off of Twitch.
I know. I think that's one of the things. No fat guy nipples.
Old Ben Cooper will be saying,
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is fixing to get hairy. And this guy is a boob streamer now. This is just unbelievable. I've got to report him to Twitch.tvs.
okay. So who wants to do the recap? I'm pretty sure that Lester and Grimrack are excluded from this because they've done the last two, if I'm not mistaken.
That's
You are
right.
absolutely right.
So it's up to Glitter and good old Thomas.
I think we should hear Thomas. You know, he's
I
a
think
new
we
guy.
should too, yeah.
He doesn't do a lot of talking. He mostly just laughs. He's got his muscle shirt
Look at
on,
him
so he's ready
scratching
to
his
kick some
head.
ass.
He's getting
Yeah.
nervous.
He is. He's a little nervous.
Help the man out. I'll help
What
him
I
out.
always do, Thomas, whenever Dave asks me to do something and I'm not prepared, I start talking like this. Hip, whips, what? Then he thinks TeamSpeak is breaking.
Yeah, but it doesn't work with video cameras.
Then you do this. You freeze. Then he'll think that your internet's going out. Works for Lord.
God bless Lester.
You know, Lester, it's usually not a good idea to give those secrets away to when the guy's sitting right here listening to you.
No!
Wow.
Well, we solved that big clock puzzle. That was pretty cool. Was that last time?
That was last time.
That was last time. We did that.
It's about
and we got
time.
the staff. And of course it went to the person that deserved it the most, which was yours truly. I almost called it the Staff of Pergamon. Oh my god, I've been playing too much Divinity Original Sin.
It's the staff of forlorn hope.
That's actually probably the worst recap that I've ever heard.
I wasn't done.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But never mind then.
No,
Go
please
ahead.
continue. No, please continue.
So, managed to retrieve the staff because of Glitter's, brilliance in using Lester's blood. And we made our way back.
I'll give you that. That was pretty smart.
Of course. We made our way back to the Voss headquarters, and it was there that Mr. Voss finally told Glitter that she was a hero too, although secretly she was hoping for the blood of the Avatar. But,
But he also said about the prophets coming back, right?
yeah, and that was the big
That's
news.
that's the big
hey,
news.
thanks for jumping in my preview there, Lester.
I wanted to steal your thunder.
Oh, thanks. Hey, so I've got a wicked echo.
Really? I don't know.
Can you guys hear an echo?
No.
Negative.
Negative.
It's probably going through your base rig, so the sound is out. So it's going through twice.
All right, I'll fix it. Anyway, so we have been now tasked with going and destroying the Prophet. Oh my God, that's a hell of a chew noise there, buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you hear that? Maybe I better make sure my my thing is off.
You or Dave?
I think it was Dave.
It wasn't me. I'm not eating. I put my almonds away. Because I know if I didn't, I would eat the whole goddamn bag. So.
All right, go ahead. You can take over now, Lester.
That's it, man. We learned the biggest news of all time, and that's the Prophet. That bitch who started the whole Chaos Wars the first time, he's not really dead. These idiots decided not to kill her, I guess, because they couldn't. And they imprisoned her. And now, this is the only guy that knows about it. Now we gotta freaking go up against this woman. Or this person.
So I think next week, Thomas will do the recap for next week. So that'll give you a little bit of prep time there, Thomas. He's just shaking his head like, oh, dude, what did I get myself into?
Sometimes you just got to jump in there, Thomas, and if you suck, you suck. That's my motto.
Yeah,
I know.
I mean, look at all these
Look
guys.
at Lester. Holy cow.
I know, man.
Look at me. I mean, god damn. All right, so we are going to continue. Anybody remember the name of the place that we need to go to?
I'll look at my notes.
Yes, Moon Perch.
Very good.
The Manor House of Arnon Reed. I don't remember what the Manor House was called, though.
There was actually really no name. It was just the estate.
Wasn't there a
Arnon
name
Reed.
on the photograph? Didn't it have the name of the place?
It did have names. It had the names of Lissel. It had the name Hob. It had the name Runcible, and the name Dax. But there was really no name of the. It's just Arnon Reed Estate Manor, whatever.
Dave, one more name like that, and you would have unlocked my superpower, just like in Civil War with Captain America.
Okay. I have no clue what you're talking about, Bob.
Oh, you
Weird.
didn't see it? Alright, never mind then.
Not yet.
Let me just rewind.
But we do have to find the Nightberry bush at the base of the cliff, because that's where the entrance into the manor is.
Very good.
And right when
Goblin is locked away, but is
when we
gathering
took off, we
power.
were, on Mr. Voss's private spacecraft and headed there.
Yeah, that's very good. You guys are, and here we are once again on the spaceship.
I'm driving.
Yeah, you guys can.
Shotgun.
There we go. We are on, and in fact, old Mr. Voss said that you guys would actually be able to keep this once all of this is over. You guys can keep the vessel as well.
Just means it's scripted to explode at the end of the game.
Probably.
That would be. Thanks for giving me an idea on that. All of a sudden, you hear everything clicking and locking. This vessel will self-destruct in 10 seconds, like in Spaceballs.
Hopefully we can afford the taxes on this thing.
Registration fees is what kills.
They are pretty bad in Nestora, that's for sure. The taxes, because of all of the different guilds. You know, you pay taxes to the guilds that rough you up the most, actually. The ones that'll leave you alone. Alright, so you guys are on the ship. What is the name of this vessel? You guys name it whatever you want. Now, you guys would have had a 1-week journey to Moonperch, which here's the map of Moonperch. Also, well, here's
on
the
this
map
vessel. It would
the
take
world.
us 1 week.
No. If you're on foot,
Oh yeah.
or some kind of land vehicle or anything like that, then it would have taken a week. But seeing that you have Voss's vehicle, which is going to be yours in the future, it will only take maybe about a day. So
It's like a rent to own.
no, it's not a rent to own. It's just yours if you survive. So that's pretty much how it's working. And you guys are going right here where the pointer is. That's Moonperch. You guys are currently here in Nestora, and you travel to Moonperch. So you guys can do any kind of RP you want, any kind of preparations, anything like that, or we can go ahead and move on to Arnon, because it is on autopilot.
So who?
Yeah, to
I
answer
still
your
create
questions-
controls pretending I'm flying.
They're-
Do you make a noise?
They are Devanite tokens. I just put a base on them.
No.
I took my thousands of tokens that I had.
Who has
and I
flight
put
training?
bases on them.
Is it just that easy?
Well,
Like
it is
an
on.
iPad?
It is on autopilot, so all
But
of
you
the.
just tap destination.
Sure, I mean you can take it off of autopilot and fly it if you want to.
No, we're gonna die if we do that. We'll have to start rolling.
Glitter's a professional Griffin rider in this game too, right?
Exactly.
I'd want to learn a little bit about Veracus, Dave.
Oh, one of
we're
the
going
other
to Moonperch.
capital cities, yeah, Veracus.
Absolutely. What's special about Veracus? Now I know Nestora. The big deal about that is that it's got a lot of guilds and obviously a lot of technology and a lot of stores and stuff like that. What's special about Veracus?
Well,
What have I heard about it?
Well, it is. You would actually probably know this because it is the home of the ancient Saurian Empire.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Hey guys, let's stop at Veracus. I want to visit some statues.
Has had lots of cities in the Broken Spire Mountains because we are passing over them now, and all of these mountains were just fragments now of the mountains, but they were all shattered during the Cataclysm, before the Chaos Wars started, consumed by the Rift. Just scattered ruins of these ancient Saurian civilizations exist. There's lots of deposits of. Well, these massive deposits of fulgen, which is how the fulgen batteries are created. So there's a lot of miners and prospectors that have flocked to this region of the world. They're looking for fulgen and the ore that creates
So if I were to hypothetically want to raise a Saurian army to retake the entire world,
it would be Veracus, yeah.
This would be a good place to start.
Yeah, Veracus.
I'm gonna lock that in on my map, Dave.
Yeah, Veracus was lock it in, bud. You locked it in on the GPS and the ship. Yeah, Veracus was created in the early days of the Chaos Wars. So, there's a huge population of engineers. Probably some of the best in the world are in Veracus. A lot of magic, a lot of this magic that's really kind of taboo, and a lot of refugees from the other ancient ruins that were destroyed during the Cataclysm. So,
Sounds like a pretty nice place, Dave. Seeing that I'm a technical guy with alchemy and magic running through my veins, and I know that that's absolutely opposite of what the prophet wants. Right? She's just all about. She's all about magic. That's why the Chaos Wars started. She's totally about magic, and we're about technology. And they suddenly became, where Veracus and where Saurians they have a balance.
oh, for sure,
between the
Mike.
two.
They will definitely
This
do that
bitch
too.
just wanted only to have magic take over.
Yeah, and you'll notice that Verakus is kind of centrally located in the world, and this is a huge trading hub. So and as you're flying over the massive metropolis of Verakus, there's a lot of traffic as well. Beautiful narrow lines of traffic. Everything is nice and organized. Everything is uniformed. You can see lots of lawmen sort of on the sides, making sure the peace is kept and whatnot.
As we fly over Verakus, I'm going to secretly air high five my brother Saurians.
You actually, as you fly over Verakus, Lester, you actually feel a sense of home, or a sense of calm, a sense of home, as you're kind of flying over.
Much better than my idea, which was dumping the waste department directly on the
I'm sure
moon
they
perch.
would love it. I'm sure they would
Lester,
love it.
man, you just stole my thunder, because that's what I was
Is that
going
what
to do.
you're gonna do? You're
Yeah,
gonna dump
reach
like
over.
the crapper.
Reach over to, because I'm at the controls there, just reach over, flip the switch, and dump the lavatory waste out over Verakus. Because that's what Grimrack would do.
That is so great.
Dirty Saurians.
Snap.
Speaking of Grimrack, do you have an explanation why you use my blaster as a plunger?
Hey, it was stuck down there.
That doesn't excuse it. We nearly died during that last battle because of that.
That's
my
fine.
sights were off.
Don't worry about it.
The sights were off. I
I
love
need
the way that
something
you're.
long to get down there in the can.
Oh well, let me help next time.
I think the
Let me
lizard
know.
guy plugged it up.
All that
I'm like-
vile
it's like-
bile that he spews out and slobbers
It's
over.
like rabbit poop. They're really, really tiny and just everywhere.
Oh, next time you do it, I'm chucking your weapon out the window. You can have a good time finding it.
All right, so the flight and
whatever.
navigation organization of, as you guys are going over Verakus, they plug new coordinates in as you're flying through the city. So you hear a lot of vectors and quadrants being put over the airways, and it seems like your ship just gets right in line as you go through. You take the most direct route as you're kind of bypassing Verakus. Well, you're spending about an hour or so, and then you just kind of whisk away up to the east as you make your way towards the moon perch. And off in the distance, you can actually see this massive mountain, this range of mountains, starting to crop up in the very far distance on the edge of the horizon. This is probably middle of the day, so you have a little bit of time before you do reach your destination, and it is coming up on navigation on radar that you are approaching the area that you need to basically lay the ship down.
Well, I don't know what prep we need to do, really. Are all you guys ready to go?
I'm gonna put my seatbelt on.
Well, the only prep that
Yeah.
it's starting to get a little rough. You're starting to hear a little bit of thunder, Grimrack, and you're starting to see raindrops splatter and shatter up against the visor of the ship as you kind of look off and see the massive moon perch mountain arise in front of you. So it is the weather is probably not the best right now.
Now, the way the navigation works, it knows that we've already programmed it in that we want to land there at the base,
Correct.
not
yeah.
try to land, on the perch or
It's like
whatever.
Tesla autopilot. I think we're dead meat.
I mean, if you
Yeah,
if you want to
great, yeah,
manually do the landing, I'm all for that. If you'd like to do it manually, but autopilot will set it
No.
down.
Just have autopilot do it.
Darn it! I was hoping for a roll there, but
I'd do it, man.
he's got that
Here,
free
let me-
roll in the bag.
Scrimrack, let me take this thing over.
Get away
I'm
from
reading
me,
the
fish
manual the
face.
entire trip.
I just push him away.
Oh, hold on. Scrimrack, it's much better. It uses less gas if it's
Just
manual.
let the computer do it, fish face.
Stupid computer.
Thought you liked technology.
Like all technology except this one computer on this ship.
Don't trust it, huh?
See, we could have gone around Veracruz, but instead we went right through, and it took an hour off of our travel.
Yeah, but I could dump the lavatory waste, though.
Well,
So there was a benefit to going right over.
All right, so the ship lands softly on one of the short plateaus, and as you start to gather your gear and whatnot, get a little prepared for the rainy weather that you're about to embark into. As you come out of the ship, you can start to hear the raining. You can hear birds chirping. Even in the rain, you can hear birds chirping. And you look, and there's like a light mist that is coming up from the ground. And you can see a huge plateau, like a huge, very steep and sheared off mountain, sort of like it just exploded out of the ground. So it's like a flat wall of rock. And as you were landing, you could see that there was a manor, a very huge manor on top of this plateau. Didn't look to be in the best of shape. But as you get out of the ship, you disembark, and now you guys are here.
don't forget where we parked.
Oh yeah, you'll definitely be fine.
Well, I'm still putzing around on the ship, organizing my glitter cannons by color.
Oh,
My color.
yeah, and you also you had the opportunity to get a couple more glitter cannons while you were back at Voss headquarters, as Voss had told you
Of course, I've got
last
pink.
week.
I've got neon pink and turquoise. I mean,
Okay.
it's got to be a show.
No, I agree. So you guys disembark. The ship is over to your left, and I'll use this pointer the ship is over to your left. Here is a steep embankment. This is just a very small map, just to give you kind of like a visual of the area that we're in. And on top of this steep cliff, this probably goes up, I'd say, several hundred feet. Probably 200 feet, 250 feet. And you can see that there's a lot of nest on the side of this this rock surface.
I just wanted to point out to Grimrack that if we were driving this thing manually, we probably would have landed right next to the freaking manor. And now we've got to scale 200 feet.
No,
to the manor?
idiots. We can't get in there. Remember, we got to get through the, there's a teleportation device
in the
down here at the
bushes.
base. Yeah, look, over there. Nightberry bush.
I
That's
should-
what we're looking for.
I should almost take that point of inspiration away from Lester. I should almost, and then I
'Cause
should
he's not
probably
paying
give it to
attention.
Grimrack.
Absolutely, you should.
So yeah, this is where you're at. Beautiful area.
If you want to scale the cliffs, Lester, go ahead. Maybe there's something interesting in those nests, Some tasty eggs.
Sweet. I love.
Lester. You probably would love that. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
You
Climb up
probably
there,
would
buddy.
love those, Lester. Those would be good.
I know, and it's
think-
raining, and he might slip. It'll be great.
Hey, I don't mind the rain.
I wonder if there's a roke inside the Fantasy Age book. I think there is.
And they love to eat saurian. It's their favorite meal.
It's their favorite dish. It almost sounds like Saurian might be your favorite dish as well, Grimrack. Holy cow.
Just don't trust these things.
Alright, so what do you guys think?
I
Beautiful
think we
area
should go
around you?
check out. We should look for that bush. I see the bush in the distance. Let's go see it. Let's walk over there very silently. Grimrack, why are you walking sideways like a crab? you should point the way that you're going by using your mouse wheel.
Like a crab.
He's like a crab.
Krabby
He's
Patty.
walking sideways.
Too good.
So, Dave, I'm gonna look at this bush. Is this the bush that we're looking for?
It does have berries on it. Absolutely.
Lester, eat one of those berries.
It does
That's
look
the-
like a berry bush. Absolutely.
It's the goal of my life, looking for bushes.
Looking for bush.
You guys are great.
If it ain't like Grimrat.
I'm gonna kind of search around. I'm not gonna touch anything until I've been able to survey this bush. And is there any like panel underneath it, or there's a switch or a panel coming out?
Well, it's
Anything
kind
like
of funny that you do ask that, because around on the very back end of this nightberry bush, and you guys look around, you don't see any footprints whatsoever. Now behind this nightberry bush, there is a strange,
Get off me, freak!
like a strange metallic plate that is behind the bush, and this thing is probably about, I'd say about 6 inches by 6 inches. And on this plate, you kind of like dust it off, because it does have quite a bit of dirt. I mean, it hasn't been disturbed in quite a long time, and there's grass kind of growing over it. So this is something that kind of, whatever little bit of sunlight that is still out kind of glimmers, and you peel the grass away and wipe it off, and there's this plate, like I said, 6 by 6 inches. And on this plate, it is adorned with 4 monolith inscriptures, and they're rings. So there's 4 golden rings that are on this plate, and the monolith, is definitely tarnished because it's been, weathering the test of time. Probably, well, not probably, but it's been here for hundreds of years. You know that, this estate was built during the Chaos Wars, the early stages of the Chaos Wars.
Dave, let me use my my historical lore to start with, since I've got a lot of historical lore, and I want to check out
Sure.
the symbols. I want to see if I can recognize anything that's going to help us. I mean, we already know that we have to teleport, but let's figure out how to do it.
Let's see. I'll
Six.
take historical, but it would probably be more engineering.
Scientific, then? All right, I'll try my scientific.
Yeah, it would be scientific engineering. Well, I'll just keep your first roll. I mean, it's the same
All right.
bonus. You don't have to re-roll. So you're kind of fiddling around, and like I said, there's 4 rings on this plate. Now, what are you doing with this plate? And I know you're probably inspecting it, get your your gadgets and your gadgets out, and maybe a magnify. I don't know what you're doing, but
Yeah, it's gadgets, Dave. I love the gadgets.
so what are you doing with this plate? Because it does seem like these 4 rings, it seems like you kind of fiddle with them, and it seems like they may move.
Oh, okay. So I think what I've done, Dave, is first to get a good idea of what the rings look like and see if they're runes or any kind of sayings. I clean it up a little bit by rubbing, everywhere, maybe dusting it off a little bit. Then I'm
Sure.
going to silently trace the symbols in the air, and once I realize that they move, I'll relay that information to everybody, and I'll start to, get an idea of how they move. Are they moving left and right? Do they intersect each other? Do I press them in?
Yeah, how they move is you kind of turn them sort of like a, old school. You would have these light fixtures that you would turn it on, it would click, and it would be really low. And then you would turn it to the right, turn it clockwise, and the light would continue to get brighter and brighter and brighter, and then it would kind of snap at the very end and lock into position. Well, I'm just saying, it's that kind of a dial. So when you, I don't know, how are you fiddling with these, by the way?
Well, I'm touching them, Dave.
I get it that you're touching them, and I mean, are you turning them, or are you?
Yeah. I'm gonna turn them. I'm gonna spin them a little bit, lighten them up.
Sure. The different,
I wanna
all
listen.
of the different rings, or just one, or?
I'll start.